What is up? It is Dynasty Pylon in your lunch hour, on your lunch hour, wherever you're at. Hey, what is up? We're talking about Commanders today. First and foremost, um, what exactly is going on with this organization? I know some threats are made, suing people, organizations suing that one. I'm not exactly too sure. So what we were talking about it. I couldn't remember what it was.
Well, there's a lot going on overall. I mean, the government's investigating us, the NFL's investigating us, and then you got freaking Jack Del Rio over here just trying to add to the fire, I guess.
Right. So what? Explain to me, because I'm pretty sure I know, but for those who don't know.
So I guess for those who don't know, they're starting to do the committee hearings regarding the January 6th incident from 2020. So they're starting to have hearings and like congressional, whatever you call them, so where they're like basically investigating it and interviewing witnesses and stuff. And so some of that was like getting out. And then so Jack Del Rio decided to tweet that the January 6th thing was just a dust up and that the riots for George Floyd's death were worse.
So how does this involve the Commanders, though? That's what I'm.
So apparently that offended a lot of people. And then he had a press conference and he didn't back down from what he said. So then Ron Rivera called him into his office, I guess, yelling at him and telling him how disappointed he is. And then the franchise fined him $100,000 for his tweet.
God damn.
So then Jack Del Rio decided to delete Twitter. So he doesn't have a Twitter account anymore.
Well.
And this is about where we're at.
Okay. All right. So basically for what had just happened off of Twitter then.
I guess he did confront, he did stand up as well in front of the entire team and apologized. And I guess it was received well, according to Ron Rivera. That's what came out today.
That's crazy. Okay. I wasn't sure exactly now, so figured you would know. Like I said, I thought it was weird and dumb, but I figured you would know exactly more than I would. I mean, you are the Washington fan, so I figured maybe you know.
Yeah.
I heard about it. I have an Antonio Gibson jersey just because I liked Antonio Gibson.
He's a good back.
Doesn't mean I'm an exact fan, of course, but I do like what I like seeing coming into this year. I think they're going to be something interesting, something special. But we will see. I hope that they can redo what they did in 2019. Yeah. But the problem with the Commanders is...
Well, I wouldn't mind winning more games than we did in 2019.
Well, yeah, of course.
Or 2020. 2020.
Or was it 20? Yeah, 2020. 2020. You're right. The issue is you guys haven't really had a real quarterback since Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
You guys have been basically rotating through a plethora of rookies and veterans and, certain amount of QBs that show their face here and there. But the one only good QB that's been always there through and through is Taylor Heinicke. So,
yeah,
he's been there. Just give him the starting job, man. Why not? Whatever. Just give it to him. But no, I feel like ever since Kirk Cousins left, you guys haven't really had an actual real QB since then. And let's see, last season you guys had Fitzmagic, right?
Played 6 snaps.
Yeah, and then Heinicke. And then the year before that was who was it?
We had Dwayne Haskins and God, I don't even. Who did we have? Who was the number one guy?
Was it Allen?
Allen was there too, but I can't remember.
He didn't play, did he?
I think he played a game or two.
But either way, it doesn't seem like you guys really had anybody there. Like, hopefully Wentz does Wentz stay? Do you think would you be okay if Wentz did fairly decent? I'm not saying like top 10, but maybe around 15 ish. Like, would you be okay with having him another year?
Wow, Alex Smith. I feel stupid.
Oh wow.
That's when he came back from his injury.
Let's just end the stream.
Yeah. I was like, why can I not remember it?
How embarrassing. Yeah, Alex.
He came back. He played in, I think, 9 or 10 games and won like 8 of them.
Okay. Oh my god.
But then was too hurt to play in the playoff games. That's why Heineke played it.
Right. So, well, that's I don't know. And I'm trying to feel like. Well, I was gonna ask you if Wentz did fairly decent, would you be okay with him sticking around?
Oh,
like
absolutely.
Mid-range quarterback.
Absolutely.
Now, is it because you guys been in so many bad situations? You'll settle for?
Well, I mean, he's only
average?
What is he? 28 or 29, so he still has 8 to 10 years left. It would just be nice to have some sort of, consistency and
reliable guy.
Like a guy that's under center for more than like 2 to 4 years. It seems like we'll bring someone in, and then 2 years later, new quarterback, new quarterback, new quarterback, new quarterback. Like, I mean, even when we were winning Super Bowls, like every year, like, I mean, we had Doug Williams in '87. Like, no one knew who he was before that season started. We had Mark Rippon in '91. No one knew who he was before that season started. Like, the last franchise-esque quarterback we had was Joe Theismann, and his career was cut short because of Lawrence Taylor.
Well,
like ever since then, it's like every year, every 1 to 2 years, new quarterback. Every 1 to 2 years, new quarterback.
That's crazy. I don't think I can ever I don't know. Dealing with that is just is crazy.
Well, it's because you were spoiled. You got
the face.
Like 15 years of Matt Ryan.
No, I know. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how I could. I
do not know what that's like. I can't have a quarterback for 10 years. That would be nuts.
Yeah. No, I see, and that's the thing though. Emotionally, I think I'm gonna be rooting for the Colts this season. I really am. Because I feel like the Detroit Lions of last year, they all rooted for the Rams because Stafford was over there.
Right.
So that's I feel like this season I'll probably be leaning Colts a lot this year because I know I'm not expecting a lot from my Falcons, but it is what it is. But from what I'm expecting is I hope that they do great. And I hope that he found himself a decent team to get himself a ring, and I think it's going to be a good chance, a really good chance. But time will see. But we're not talking about the Colts. We're talking about the Washington Commanders as of today. So again, what I was saying, there hasn't been a real reliable QB since Kirk Cousins, since 2018. There's Alex Smith, as we said, Haskins, and then Fitzmagic, and then Taylor Heineke, and then now Wentz. So easily, I think the number 1 draft pick last season was Jamin Davis, linebacker, and I think
Kentucky.
Samuel Samuel Cosme is your
2nd round pick, offensive tackle out of Texas.
Yes. Okay. All right. I couldn't remember it. I'm glad I got that right. So not very impressive. I mean, maybe did Samuel Cosme start right away?
Yeah, and he's the starter at right tackle going into this season too.
Okay, well, good. That's good. At least you had one good, reliable. I would imagine that Davis actually steps up this season. Actually has a legit role. Right?
Well, I was gonna say I think the issue with Jamin was they put him in a position that he doesn't know, because he was an outside linebacker for Kentucky, and then they were like, "All right, you're on my linebacker, go get it," and he was like, "I don't know what I'm doing," and so now they're moving him back to outside linebacker, and Holcomb is going to be the middle linebacker going into this year.
I feel like that's better. And I don't know why they didn't do that last year. I feel like
I don't either, to be honest.
You drafted him for what he is, and then you move him. It's like, well, dude, I don't like not everyone is a Tyler Algier.
I was going to say, I mean, there are some outliers where you can move them and they'll thrive, but like I think he was new to football to begin with. Like coming out of Kentucky, I don't think he had that many years of football. He just took to it well, and then to take someone who already doesn't have all that football knowledge and then try to move him to a different position, I just don't think it worked out. Whereas now I think he could thrive in his natural position, and I look for better things this year from him.
Well, that's good. Well, I hope that he does better this year for you guys. I know I don't think he's available in our Dynasty League. Pretty sure somebody has him.
Maybe they might drop him because of the cuts.
Maybe.
I mean, I don't even know if I would have kept him first. Oh, I guess I could put him on taxi squad. I think my dad.
I would have put him taxi squad.
So he's not cut because I think my dad has him. So he's definitely not cut.
Okay. Well, it's also your dad.
Well, that's what I said. He hasn't been very active lately. So
that's some he's crazy stuff. In our league, the 30th of this month is our cutoff day. So yeah.
Oh crap! He's a free agent. I lied.
Wow.
He's available.
Nice. What a bonehead move. I would have definitely at least try and pick him up and put him in my taxi squad.
Right.
For sure. That's 100% sure. I will. That is nice to know. Thank you. I would have looked after the stream anyways, but
well, you can't pick him up yet until the draft. So.
Right. That then in the draft or after, but he's definitely worthy of being in taxi squad, and I think someone like that.
Oh, I agree.
If not, possibly bench him this year and maybe play him. I think with movements like that, let's talk about the defense. So Montez Sweat, Darren Payne, Fedarian Mathis. First. You're right. Let's do draft picks.
We could do it. I don't care. I was just.
Well, let's go in order. We've never been doing that. We've been doing the same order. So let's do the draft picks. All right. So there you go. The Washington Commanders had what 8 this season. 8. So yeah. So 16, 47, 98, 113, 144, 149, 2 3s, and 2 4. So all those were both 10 picks away from the 7th round. So no 6th round picks. No. So very interesting. I do like what they did in some of these picks. Some of these picks were a little questionable. Like I don't know. We'll go ahead and read them off, and I'll stop.
I don't disagree. I think the 2nd and 3rd round picks were definitely those are the ones that raised red flags for me. Really? I thought other than those two,
the 2nd one and the 4th one did.
Oh, Percy Butler too.
Mm-hmm. Not so much the 3rd one.
I don't know so much. Oh yeah, Brian Robinson. I don't think is too bad, but they just for me it was questionable. Okay, let's just get to the first one first. Before we get way off track. That. Round 1, via New Orleans, via Indy, via Philly, Johann Dodson, wide receiver, Penn State. Man, that pick traveled a lot.
Is he our Amon-Ra St. Brown this year? On our channel?
I think he could be. Right? I think he could be.
I strongly agree with you. I think he can be. Let's talk about that real quick because
especially with the whole situation with Terry McLaurin right now.
Yes, that's exactly what I was going to say. Hasn't signed yet. It doesn't look like they're really trying. It looks like he could just easily. There was a report that was moving in the right direction, but then just still nothing has happened yet, right?
Yeah. So as of today, I heard that they have good communication. They are progressing in the right direction, but they're still far apart in terms of the contract as far as money is concerned.
Right. Okay.
So I'm assuming that means he wants like 30 million, and they're like, "Here's 20 million."
Yeah,
because I can only imagine Washington's trying to nickel and dime because that's what we do.
That's what they do. But aren't you guys like freaking ballers right now?
Oh, we are right. Going into this season, we have 18 million in free cap. All right, just
Why not?
sitting there.
Why not just give it to him? I don't understand. There's
I
so
don't
many...
understand. But that's the same thing too. Like, just give him his money. Like, you saw what he could do with scrubs as quarterbacks. Now he has a legit presence at quarterback, and you don't
this
want
is
him
the
in
best
there
one.
working with him. Like, it's absurd.
I don't know either. It is absurd. Did he even show up at camp? I don't
Nope.
think he has, right?
He said he will not show up to anything until he gets his contract extension.
See, I don't understand why teams do this. Why? If you know you have a star player and you know what they want, and I'm not saying give in to what they want as well, but work with them. You know what I mean? Like you got to tell them, okay, well, this is what we plan on doing. Like, maybe they want to extend Wentz it depending on how it goes, because if Wentz does great, they're gonna have to pay this guy. I don't understand.
Well, we have him for 3 years.
Yeah, but do they have to pay out
his cap hit actually goes down 10 million next year.
Okay,
he goes from like 29, 30 million to 20 million next year.
So who am I? All right, there's Wentz at 28, Curtis Samuel's at 12, Kendall Fuller's at 11. Everyone else is like at ones or smaller. Jesus, that's not even Chase Young. Where is Chase on this? Chase Young's at 9.
Well, he's at his rookie contract still, so
that's true. When is that up? Like what, next year?
3 years, I think.
No, 24. They got, I don't know, what are they doing?
Yeah, it's 24, but we have a 5th-year option that we could get for Chase.
True, which I don't see why you guys wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't see why we would either, or wouldn't either.
Oh my god, I don't understand
this. So this one also kind of raised red flags for me, and then I did research, and I liked the pick, but the reason it raised a red flag for me is I was like, this is a carbon copy of Terry McLaurin. Does this mean we're not going to keep Terry McLaurin?
Yeah.
Which is why our second pick was a red flag, because I was like, this is a carbon copy of Jerome Payne. Does this mean we're not keeping Jerome Payne?
I see where you're
That's
going.
An exact carbon copy. Alabama defensive tackle.
Right. No, but I see, I see where you're going with this, because Jonathan Allen is he's still there. Montez Sweat's still there. Would Payne or Allen be gone first before Payne?
Allen's already signed a contract extension.
Okay, so he's good then.
Payne, this is his last year, so they're trying to work on an extension, but apparently we're even further away with him than we are McLaurin.
So Fedarian's basically going to slide in. No, yep. I see that. And you guys are still at 4-3. Oh my God, this is interesting. This just basically
that's what sucks about those picks for me is like, I don't know. Me personally, I was comfortable with our receiving core with McLaurin, Samuels, and who else we have? Why can I not think of his name? For the love of
God. Dodson? Or Cam Sims or Diami Brown?
Both of them, Cam Sims and Diami Brown. I was comfortable with them because I was like, we never got to see Samuels on the field last year. We'll finally get that. So I was hoping we would go like linebacker or like positions we need help with. But no, our first 2 picks of the draft were just position or players that we use to replace players we already have. Where if we could have just kept those players and then get positions we need, I feel like overall the roster could have been better.
Okay.
But I also see why they did what they did. So I don't know.
I think they did it on a franchise's standpoint.
Yeah,
they're doing this to replace what is kind of what you were saying. They
contingency plans for when they know these guys don't show up.
Yes, because all right. So here's a good chance that Johann Dodson, the wide receiver 1, followed by Curtis Samuel, and then Diami Brown being number 3.
Well, that's why I keep trying to tell people that Johann Dodson could be a huge sleeper this year.
Oh yeah, no, and I agree with you. I think
McLaurin doesn't show up for anything.
I've been saying that as well. Once you brought it up, like once the draft happened, and I was thinking about like, oh my god, this is right. This could be our Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yep.
Easy. And it's interesting to see that, with Carson Wentz throwing to him, we saw what he did with his receivers in the Colts, and he did pretty good. Michael Pittman, for example, did a lot better this last season than he did with Phillip Rivers. So he's not as big as Michael Pittman, but I mean, he's still talented. He can still make plays. It's just interesting to see. So Fedarian Mathis coming in possibly to replace Payne is what we're predicting, and then Brian Robinson. How do you feel about this pick? And let me get my feelings out before this, because me as a Gibson owner, I have mixed feelings about this. This guy can easily take all the runs. This guy can easily just take all the touchdowns. Gibson has a track record of being injured, which is not good. John Rivera was right. He would be the next CMC, because damn, he's good at being the next CMC, being injured all the time.
Yep.
So,
but at least he played through his injuries last year.
Right. And what another concerning is if it was a shin splin, or was it a splin, or
he had like a fractured shin, and he played through that all year.
Right. So
that's nuts.
Did he get himself in a cast this offseason?
Hopefully.
I didn't hear that. Is he going into another season without being on, like, hairline fractures don't just heal. They need to be, you need to immobilize the muscles around it, because the muscle fibers pull, the skeletal system back and forth, and then, it fluctuates. I get it. After the bye week, he looked like he was fine. I get it. But then again, after that week, it seemed like he was slowly getting back to the Gibson of before the bye week.
Right.
So I'm a little worried about Gibson and his role. I love Gibson. I think he's a really, really good back. I'm just worried about that issue. And we're gonna see what happens. I don't think he's gonna steal that many sets. But what's up, Tank? Thanks for coming in, dude. We're just talking about the Commanders today. So with Gibson, I'm excited for him. At the same time, Brian Robinson can easily just sneak in and grab all the touches. But I don't think he's going to be as good as Gibson. If that makes sense. Only because he's healthier.
Yeah. I don't know. I look at this and I look back to last year towards the end of the year. And I know, granted, there was COVID and other things, but like, I think there was 2 or 3 games, or there was 2 or 3 games, or like 6 games that McKissick was out for when he got hurt. I think he hurt his hip.
Yeah.
And then Patterson, who showed glimpses and, shines every once in a while. I think when he was put into a more regular role, he struggled a little bit. And then having to put all that weight on Gibson, especially when he was dealing with an injury, like, the running game just hurt. And I think this was just a pick where they were like, oh, he's sitting there in the 3rd round. Let's get this guy, so that way if we have these injuries again, hopefully our running game isn't as affected. Plus, I think he's a different style. Like, I think McKissick and Gibson are kind of the same style runner, like catching, elusive, where this guy's a bruiser. Like, he'll just run.
Yeah, he's a big guy. He's a big dude.
Different contradiction in running styles, which I think can help throw off defenses as well.
Let me see. Let me see how big he is. I know he's a big dude. I know we were talking about him before he came in. He's 6'1",
225.
Oh, 6'1". No, 6. Yeah, you're right. 6'1", 225. That's a big guy.
Yeah,
Gibson's just the same size as him. So,
is he skinnier though? Is he like more? Because he's more
Gibson,
agile.
I think he's just a. Let's see here.
Oh no! Why
What's
is
up?
this happening? It says turf toe and broken shin are healed, but he tweaked his hamstring and back today. Oh, but he was back today. Okay.
It's not looking good, man.
Oh, Gibson. What are you doing?
Not looking good.
It's
Yeah,
not
so is
one
Gibson
thing, it's
6'2",
another.
220.
Holy crap! I realized
That's
Gibson.
Gibson. No, yeah, he's a big guy. I that's what I'm saying. Like this guy's just basically the same. So it's like having two guys.
But he doesn't. His run style doesn't translate to his size, though. I don't think.
Oh no, he's a lot quicker than what he actually.
Yeah,
is.
he's like an agile, quicker, like elusive kind of guy.
That's why I was excited when AP was gone. I was like, sweet, goodbye.
Right.
And then who was in front of him? Guys had
Oh,
that.
yeah,
I was like, sweet.
Had his issue.
Full
You're like,
trains
all right.
ahead with Gibson. I was like, I am 100% looking like a genius right now, and everyone's like, oh, yeah. Like I'm like, well, hey, dude, I did my research. But dude, I really would hope that he plays a lot better this season. If he can get me 10 touchdowns on my dynasty team, I'll be okay with that, at least at minimum. I'm sure you'd be okay with that too.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on. Piercy, is it Piercy Butler, right?
Percy Butler.
Safety.
Louisiana.
Yeah, death piece. I mean, Bobby McCain, Cameron Curl. I mean, I guess. I mean, even Jeremy Reeves was still hanging around, and Forrest, but I feel like this pick could have been something else, or no.
No, I agree. That's why I said like these first like 4 or 5 picks were just all positions that I felt like we were already pretty solid in. Like, it's no offense to these players, like they're all good players and they could definitely contribute right away for us. But I'm like, but these were all positions. Like when I view drafts, sometimes I view it where can we get solid in the positions that we're lacking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that is not what we did in this draft at all.
Right. So,
except for one position, because I think one of our round 5 guys is going to be a baller. Cool.
Okay. Let's move on. Oh yeah, terrible. We could talk about Turner.
I don't know. Our 2 round 5 picks, I absolutely love.
I do too. I actually love Sam Howell.
Friggin-
Sam Howell was the next guy up at 144 from North Carolina. That guy was my guy. Coming in last year. Last year I was like, Sam Howell's going to be the number 1 QB. He's going to be the number 1 QB, and he's going to be legit. But the problem is he didn't have his receivers. They took all his running backs. They all went into the draft. They all went into his receivers went into the draft. So he was left with scrubs.
We have one of his receivers on our team, Naomi Brown.
Yeah. So I mean there's the connection already there. I feel like because of that is Sam Howell. I know that's crazy to say. He was the last one of the 5 to be taken. But I still like what he did. He had to rush a lot last season because he had nobody. So this is probably where his rushing was a lot higher than the norm from his previous seasons. But I mean, being behind with Malik Willis and Matt Corral and I'm not even throws. Bailey Zappi's not even a thing in my eyes. But Desmond Ritter, Kenny Pickett, like all these guys, like I honestly think that he was like the 4th best one, 3rd best one after the draft, coming into the draft, where he landed with the Commanders, because Kenny Pickett obviously is going to start with Steelers, so I would take him over all of them right now. And then Matt Corral, where did he go? To the Panthers?
Carolina. Yeah.
So they're a weird situation, especially with the recent news that Baker's trying out for them right now, I guess.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, I guess they're either he's speaking to going over there, or he is over there right now. I don't
think he can try out for him yet.
But there is there is some exchange between the Panthers and Baker.
So maybe his agent, but I don't even think they can talk to him because he's on another team right now.
I don't know. I got a notification of it somewhere.
It's called tampering.
No, something like, where is it? There's an urgency on Carolina's side to execute the deal soon, so Mayfield can come get some time in minicamp with the Panthers.
So
the Browns,
the Panthers
the best
are talking.
Offer they have.
Yes,
talks are ongoing.
So the Panthers and Browns are talking trade.
Yes.
So that's
so there's that. It wasn't like my favorite pick with Matt Corral, and then you think about where Sam Howell landed, and then obviously the Malik Willis. I think Malik Willis will be the next Steve McNair. Not this season, but I think next season. Next season, I think he's gonna be pretty freaking ghost. He's not trying out, but they're talking about trade. Yeah. So, I'm excited because if he ends up in Carolina, that fixes our dynasty team because of our issue that we have with Watson.
Right? Yeah, Browns quarterbacks messing us up.
I really hope that happens. Just for that our dynasty team's sake. But I mean, other than that though, I love Sam Howell. I think that if he sits this season and balls out next season, I would love for that to happen. How do you feel about Sam Howell?
Oh, I like him. When we were watching his video, I compared him to Baker Mayfield. The way he moves, the way he commands the huddle. Yeah. And I was like, I like what that's not a going recommendation. I don't know what it is, considering Baker went number 1 overall in the draft.
Yeah. And you know what's funny is I think you didn't really know about him until I brought him up into our show, right?
Yeah.
So
I didn't know.
So
I saw him in the Senior Bowl, but
yeah, he didn't play much. All right, so Cole Turner, your boy. Why are you so excited about him? I mean, you got John Bates there, and you got Logan Thomas. Are they not good enough, or what?
Well, I liked
what
him
makes
in the
this guy
Senior
so
Bowl.
special to you?
I liked him in the Senior Bowl. I like the highlight reel we saw from him. Tight end is a position that
Panthers minicamp ends the 16th, so I don't see him getting there anytime soon.
Yeah, I don't
Baker.
See him getting there in time either. Yeah.
All right. So, anyways, so you liked him in the Senior Bowl,
but no, Cole Turner. I liked what I saw. Liked him in the Senior Bowl. I liked what I saw from his tape. He did the combine. I thought he did decent.
I think he did pretty good.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He's just a big guy, 6'6", 240. I think he could help contribute right away in our tight ends, because like we have Logan Thomas, but if history repeats itself, he won't be there for half the games. I mean, I like Logan Thomas, don't get me wrong, but like he's always hurt.
Yeah.
And then we have Bates as our backup, but I don't really know who that is. So.
John Bates, I think, was an unrestricted free agent from Boise State.
Oh, okay.
But apparently on the depth chart, from what I see, he's ahead of him.
Yeah, I have him ahead of him on mine too.
So, I
just think it could be a nice big red zone target, and historically we've really struggled in the red zone, so I think that could help turn that around.
Yeah, John Bates is 6'6", 260.
Oh Jesus! Louise.
So he's got 20 pounds on Cole Turner.
Good Lord! Apparently we went and got some big tight ends. Apparently, Jesus.
So yeah, it's 6'6", 260, or 259. I just threw in the extra pound, but it's 260. Come on. He'll just eat a sandwich that morning. He'll be at 260. But look,
right.
Yeah. So that's probably why, I don't know. Maybe he's going to be used as an extra lineman to get that blockage, get that run game going. I know they like to do a lot of pass plays with the running backs, little check downs. Maybe that's the case. I don't know. But speaking of pass blocking, all that, they went into the 7th round, no 6th round. So they ended up with a kid from Tulsa, Chris Paul.
A guard, Chris Paul. We got the basketball player.
Yeah. So
It's a
he gave up
little
his
we'll
career, and he ate a lot of food, and he got medically his knee surgery. I don't know where I'm going with this, but Chris Paul is a guard. And
Well, it's funny because
he's
on mine it just says Chris Paul guard Tulsa.
okay. Well,
He is a guard.
He's he's 6'4", 324 pounds. So he's a good size for guard.
Decent backup.
Yeah.
Help
I think he's
the
like
backups of the offensive
third
line.
string somewhere in there. So
It could be second
behind Turner and Schweitzer. What's up?
I can't believe Try isn't starting. That threw me for a loop.
Turner?
Yeah.
He's
I thought
starting
he'd be
for
the
me.
starting. I have him as the backup.
We'll go into the
change.
chart. I'll show what I got, but
could change.
Yeah. And then the last pick, a DB, Christian Holmes. Again, really weird. I felt like they didn't need that, but Kendall Fuller, Danny Johnson. I feel like you guys are okay, or not Danny Johnson. Wow, Kendall Fuller and William Jackson.
Yeah,
and St. Jude. So
yeah, St. Jude had. I mean, he struggled a little bit last year, but he also showed signs towards the end of like starting to put things together and be a little better.
Yeah, whatever happened to Troy Apke, man? He was like highly talked about and just died.
I don't know what happened, man. Oh, he's there.
He's just not. Troy
That's
Apke
weird. He's corner now. He was a safety before.
Yeah, I know. So I don't know what's
corner.
going on with him.
Christian Holmes over here being fourth string behind Apke.
Yeah.
Woo.
So let me pull up their depth chart and let's talk about the defense first, and then we'll go into the offense. So let's do that real quick. All right, so here's defense. Montez Sweat, Darren Payne, Jonathan Allen, Chase Young. 4 big monsters at the line. Did not do anything last year. Chase Young went down, and then they realized, oh, we need to do something. I really hope that's not the case this season, especially with Fedarian Mathis getting in there, getting in some reps. I hope that with Jamin Davis going back to his original position, Cole Holcomb playing middle linebacker, I think that's a good, fine fit for him. I think that it's going to be interesting to see. Really interesting to see how they utilize these guys. David Mayo's still there too as well. So, those first front 7 is not. It's a big powerhouse. And then we talked about the safeties: Cameron Crowe, Bobby McCain, Kendall Fuller, and then Jackson, and then St. Jude as well. So, it's the same thing that I felt last year. This team, this defense looks nasty, and I do not want to play against them if I was a player on offense. But what happened last year, is just beyond me on what happened. I don't know why or what. Do you have any explanation or maybe why they did what they did? I mean, I
don't really have an explanation or
an idea.
Why, but you know what I think it's missing? I think they're missing that. Usually it's a linebacker like, Ray Lewis, London Fletcher, a guy like that, like a leader, like the guy who's going to come in, motivate everybody, make sure everyone's doing what they're supposed to do, keep everyone on track, call the plays, no situational football downs, this and that. I think they're lacking that, to be honest. Like if you get like a guy like
who's to say a defensive lineman can't do that though?
I'm not saying they can't, but I don't think they have anyone who does it.
I mean, a defensive lineman can do that, but the problem is when they need to change, and this is why like the linebacker is always typically supposed to be the leader. Because
like a JJ Watt,
visually
like JJ Watt. Like you see JJ Watt yelling at people, "Hey, you need to be here. Hey, you're back there." Like we don't have anyone on our team that seem they'll just get the play, line up, go.
It's a special type of talent, especially a defensive lineman, because you're typically down on the line. So movement for you is a little difficult unless you're at the 3-point stance. Yeah. If you're at the 4-point stance, your vision's only right there in front of you. But if you're at 3-point stance, you kind of see a little bit where JJ did that.
Yeah. Well, he was a king at that.
Yeah, and I think Chase Young might be able to do that. Montez Sweat might be able to do, but a lot of these guys go at 4-point stance. From what I've noticed, a lot of these guys don't go 3-point stance here in the Commanders. So it's not going to be one of these guys. Matt Davis, and it still bugs me that JOK was sitting right there and they skipped over him and then they ended up getting Jamin Davis. Yeah. I feel like Owusu Koromora would have been that guy.
We could have got Nick Bolton in the second round.
Yeah. Those guys are leaders, but the problem is they're already in teams where there was established leaders already.
Yeah, no, I know.
So they don't have to be that role.
But I think I think
Holcomb is forced to do that.
I think that goes team wide too, because I think offense, like maybe this year could be different. I think Wentz could really take that leadership role for the offense, especially. But like last year, like I felt like that was one of the biggest knocks I had on Heineke was like, yeah, he has effort. Yeah, he tries. He has moments. But like when things mattered, like he would just like get the play, call it, they'd line up. Like he would never like correct people. He would never like, audible, it seemed like very often.
Yeah. I don't know. And then it's crazy to see that like players in this level still need that. They still need that confident leader on what side of the ball to feel like, okay, well, I'm okay because I have yada yada on my team and I know he's smart enough and he's gonna know what to do. And I think this is the issue with maybe the Commanders defense is you have really good talent. And honestly, when I look at the leaders, none of them are in a 3-point stance where they could visually see everything. They're all on the line. And the problem is they're all down on the line, so visually they can't see total movement of the offense. They're all at the 4-point stance. So it's kind of hard for these guys to visually see unless Chase Young moves out to like edge and then they force him to 3-point stance. I see Montez Sweat doing that same thing too. Because I don't see Holcomb being that guy either. He's really good. Don't get me wrong. Davis can be.
He could. I mean, some of the things I've been seeing with him, if he keeps up the kind of attitude that he has in this offseason and minicamp and stuff, like he could translate that to the field on Sundays. He could step up and be a leader. I think he has the potential. We'll just have to see if he can maintain that.
All right. But we'll see.
But I agree, like especially on paper, this defense looks like it could be scary. But I just feel like it's too much like individual playing. You know what I mean?
Too many cooks.
Like they're all just like, here's the play. They go do their thing. There's no like communication. There's no like, I don't know. To me, like great defenses are great defenses because they play well together. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I know I can go here because I know my teammate's going to be here. Yeah. Whereas watching us play last year, it was like, oh, I'm going to go over here. And then, oh, I'm going to go over here. And then all of a sudden you're like, there's a huge hole right there now. What are we doing?
Yeah. Nobody's reading and picking up on each other's strength and weaknesses.
Yeah, they didn't seem to ever really be on the same page until Chase Young went off. And then all of a sudden they were like, oh, maybe we should do something. I don't know what it was when he got hurt, but like that first 6 games were super hard to watch last year. I'm not going to lie.
It was. It was. I remember week after week, we would be like, well, are they going to wake up finally? Because
like that Thursday night game against the Giants, we should not have won that game. We had no business winning that game.
Yeah. I think you got
that offsides when we missed the field goal. But it shouldn't have even come to a field goal because we looked god-awful in that game.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we could rewind.
Danny Dimes just
find a video how disappointed you looked.
Oh, probably.
I'm pretty sure we have it somewhere. But anyways, let's talk about their offense. All right, so Carson Wentz is at the helm. Supposedly he's there, 3 years, you said?
This year, next year, and the year after. So 22,
Yeah, so it should be
3,
nice.
and 4.
Should be nice to establish someone. Maybe Sam Howell learns a lot from him. I honestly think that Sam. What?
I said, yeah. I mean, that's the other thing too. Like having Sam Howell back there is the first time. Like I'm like, oh, we're kind of set at quarterback for a while. Weird.
Yeah.
I'm
So
not used to
Carson
this.
Wentz, Taylor Heineke, and Sam Howell, all there.
What's up, Cole Kelly? Whoever he
Cole
is.
Kelly, but he'll never. I'm sorry.
6'7". Jesus.
Is he really? No.
6'7", 260. Are we sure this is a quarterback?
This is not a QB. Holy
what the
crap.
heck am I looking at here?
What is this?
I was like, oh, I'm going to click on him, see if I can
No
see
freaking way.
What the world? Like Brock Osweiler, but with like some pounds on him.
Jesus.
Who is this Cole Kelly guy?
Who is this guy?
I'm kind of intrigued now.
So am I. He apparently... Oh my gosh, he won the NFL skills and talent at the HBCU Legends game. What in the hell is this?
That's not. He's a rookie, apparently. All right.
We can show Twitter things on here. That I know we can do. Here is a Twitter.
Good Lord, I'm glad I clicked on him. I was like, I'm just gonna click on it. I have no idea who this Cole Kelly person is.
I don't know who this guy is either. But
I was like, whoa.
We're about to watch this. So here's Cole Kelly.
Like DeMarcus Russell size.
Yeah, but Jamarcus Russell didn't transition very well.
Man rush on first down. Virgil going deep. One-on-one coverage. And the catch is reeled in one-handed. What a grab by C.J. Turner. And he just attacks the ball. And the ball is delivered right on time. It just is out of the reach.
Why is this thing in the way? I guess I can't flip it. Let me flip it now. Let's flip it. Okay. Apparently this thing... Oh, you know what? There we go. Sorry. My bad that I didn't scroll down enough. I don't know. Whatever. We get monetized. We've shown clips here before, so I don't know why. It's not a bad throw.
Yeah.
I know it's kind of small.
Interesting. No.
I'm scared to zoom in, and then we do get monetized. We haven't been monetized in a while, by the way, because we haven't stopped showing freaking college clips. Which was weird because last season we didn't show any college clip, or we showed college clips, and then we were fine. Then this year, all of a sudden, look, this guy's not going to make the field. I don't care what they say and how good these clips are. I just don't think he's going to make these clips. Because I don't think he's going to start over Carson Wentz, Taylor Heineke, or Sam Howell. He looks good.
No, but they must have saw something to bring him in.
They saw their next tight end. That's what they saw.
That's true. I mean, Logan Thomas started off as a quarterback from Virginia Tech before being transitioned to linebacker.
Oh, wow.
Tight end.
That's funny, dude.
I just want to know what his stats were.
I don't know, man. I don't know. That is so interesting to see this guy.
You ready? 5,124 passing yards, 44 touchdowns, 10 interceptions.
What was the touchdowns? So 5,000 yards.
5,124 yards. He completed 73.55% of his passes. 44 touchdowns, 10 interceptions.
In a 4-year run?
No, that was his season stats.
Wait, in a single season?
Yeah.
Last year?
Oh, wait, it gets better. Are you ready? 161 rushes for 491 yards and 16 touchdowns.
Why isn't this guy the QB1? Who is this guy?
I don't know, man.
Who is this? 6'7", 250 yards.
In the first game, he had 3 passing touchdowns and a rushing touchdown, 3 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns. Good God. This is one season, dude.
This is insane. Where are you seeing this?
I Googled
Just
him and
pulled
then
up
I
his
went
name?
to his it was his school, so I clicked on it for his stats.
That is insane.
Yeah, what the heck?
Who?
Granted, I think this is like Division 2 or 3, but
Well, apparently the Commanders are set at quarterback
right?
because, good Lord, that
Oh,
is
here we
insane.
go. Let's go career.
All right, now I'm in. Okay, all right. So his career stats. So
is 29 career rushing
same
touchdowns.
school, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. I'm listening.
He has 2 receiving touchdowns. Interesting.
Okay, we'll give it to me, man. I'm listening. I want to know. I want to know.
Yards. Why does it only go rushing and then receiving? Where's passing? Oh, that's nuts, though.
So what is his rushing and receiving?
Well, he had 2 receiving touchdowns on 2 receptions. So he had 2 receptions, 14 yards, 2 touchdowns.
But it doesn't show the passing. That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyways, this guy's 4 strings on the Washington Commanders. While Mark looks that up, Cole Kelly is 6'7", 250 pounds. As a 4th-string QB who apparently looked really good and just has immaculate stats from what we saw. Washington is set at QB. At least there's no issue there.
Here we go. I got his
Browns
passing stats now.
Oh, what is it?
59 total touchdowns, 7,112 yards. His 72% completion percentage for 3 years of college football. 72. That's pretty dang good.
Why wasn't this guy ever talked about?
I don't know.
What is this? All right. Well, I like this guy. Holy crap. That is so interesting and weird to see. Like I'm actually impressed.
Drafted this guy with my round pick. I'm just kidding.
Dude. Interesting to see. All right, so anyways, that's their QB situation. Let's jump to the running back. Antonio Gibson, J.D. McKissick, Ryan Robinson, Jared Patterson, and then Jonathan Williams and Reggie Bonophon. I did not know those last 2 guys were on there, but Jonathan Williams, from New York, is now.
Oh, you have to share your screen.
Oh, I'm not really sure. Oh, my bad.
Oh, yeah, it's gone completely.
My bad. There we go. Good. All right. Just let me add it. Bam. All right. So Jonathan Williams out of New York, and then Reggie Bonophon? Wasn't he just recently drafted not too long ago? 18, yeah, 20 and 21. I'm surprised he's already cut.
And he was with Carolina, apparently.
No, he was with him. I liked him, and then as soon as they got freaking Chuba Hubbard, it was like, bye, Reggie. We don't need you. He's actually not that bad. I'm surprised that he's this far down in the depth chart, and this was probably because they just got him. I mean, you guys are set at running back. I hope Gibson stays healthy this season. That's my only worry. If Gibson stays healthy, it is through the roof with Gibson. If he's not healthy, then I'm worried, and then I'll see what happens. And that's the only issue I have, that it's like, okay, well, what do we do? And then Carson Wentz throwing to Johann Dodson. Here, we're thinking he's going to be easily wide receiver number 1. That's our prediction. Last year, we had it right with Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think Johann Dodson's our guy this year. Curtis Samuel and Terry McLaurin. And then Diami Brown is the number 4 guy. Charles Leno, Andrew Norwell, Chase Royer, Troy Turner, and Sam Cosme, and also with Tyler Larson. So,
yours isn't updated either.
No.
Antonio Gandy Golden. Apparently, he's moving to tight end.
Antonio Gandy Golden.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know, AG and then AGG.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this guy right here.
Yeah.
This 6'4", 223 guy. I don't
Yeah.
think that's tight end stats to me, but well, maybe. Borderline. I could only hope the best, but I rank you guys number 3 in this division. And I'm sorry if that hurts you, but I think they're number 3. But they could easily be number 1 if and only if this defense shows up and if everything connects. Because right now I'm still high on the Cowboys.
Well, yeah, if the
and the
defense
Eagles.
shows up and then Wentz keeps turnovers to a minimum, we could be scary.
Yeah, easy.
And I don't disagree that we're third either, but like you said, we're talking like minimal margins between 1, 2, and 3.
I mean, let's think about it. Your guys and this is why I say this so many times. I love watching your guys' division for a reason. You guys suck together
Because you have
You guys
Dak
are
and Mika Parsons
great
on your
together.
fantasy team.
What's up?
I said because you have Dak and Mika Parsons on your fantasy team.
Well, I mean, but no, I mean, that has
I'm
no,
just
no, no, it has
messing.
nothing to
I'm
do
just-
with that. It has nothing.
I'm just-
It has the fact that is you guys as a whole freaking division. You guys are just I don't know, like you guys just grow together and you guys suck together. I don't know what it is, but anyways, here you go.
Right before you get to this, though, I want to tell you something, and I want to get your opinion on it. There's a guy from NFL, the NFL Network, and they're doing their thing right now where they go team by team and go by their schedules and predict wins and losses.
Okay.
This guy said the Washington Commanders are finishing 3-14.
No.
Oh, it's like what?
No. Who is this guy? It's
the same guy who said
hold on.
last year that the Cardinals were only going to win like 6 games, I guess, because Braden knew exactly who I was.
Is he one of the fantasy guys?
I don't know. He's got a beard and a bald head.
Hold on. Oh, damn it, dude. Okay, so you don't. I know who you're talking about.
Braden knows who he is. If he
Yes, I know who you're talking about.
And he goes, no one ever goes with that guy. That guy has no.
Marcus, whatever is his co-host. That guy I hate the most. Marcus.
But yeah, I just saw like a
clip
it's gonna
someone
posted
nope,
it to
I
one
have
of
to
the
look at it.
things
These
that
two
I
guys
said,
are idiots.
and I was like, this guy has no idea what he's talking about.
Hold on, there's only one. Cynthia McFarland's the only one I think.
Adam Rank.
That guy, yeah, guy.
Stupid.
Yeah, at times, but there's one guy I hate more than him.
That was like 3-14. Come on now, we're not gonna be that bad. There's no way.
Gosh, it's gonna bug
I
me.
was like, did you confuse us with the Bears? They had us losing to the Bears.
Here it is. All right, so Kimmy Checks is one of my favorites, and then Cynthia McFarland's,
oh, that's what it was.
She's good. It's Marcus Grant who pisses me off the most.
He said the Niners were only going to win 3 games the year they went to the Super Bowl, and I was like, prediction accepted. We're going to the Super Bowl.
Jesus. All right, so like, Adam Rank does some crazy stuff like that too. Marcus Grant, I absolutely hate. I can't stand him at all. Cynthia McFarland is okay. She's pretty good at what she does. Kimmy Checks is pretty good at what she does. The other one is oh God, what's her name? She's more of the analyst. She's not really part of the crew. Or Cynthia Freeland. There's another Wolf. Colleen Wolf, is that her name? Does that sound familiar? Colleen Wolf. I think so. Anyways, that crew is just they need to get rid of Marcus Grant. I don't care what you say. Marcus Grant is not the guy. So yeah. But no, that's absurd. 3 wins, no way. Because I'm gonna count some of these. Jacksonville's gonna be 1. Detroit's gonna be interesting. I think with Detroit, I think they beat them. I'm sorry, Mark. Eagles should be interesting. Cowboys, Titans. That's number 2 right there. Bears number 3. I'm ready at number 3, and we haven't even gone through halfway of the season. Colts, Vikings, Packers, Eagles, Texans is 4, Falcons is 5, Giants is 6. They split with the Giants.
We are not
They could
splitting
easily
with the
split
Giants.
with the
You take
Eagles
that back
too,
right
or
now.
the Cowboys. I don't know, but I see
Splitting
6.
Cowboys. I have splitting with the Cowboys, splitting with the Eagles, but I am not splitting with the Giants. Sorry, just not happening.
All right, I disagree. I think you'll split with the Giants this year.
No.
I think
No,
you'll
no.
split with the Giants.
No.
The Giants did really good on their draft. I think
No.
they did pretty good, some good offseason moves.
No.
There's a lot to prove there, and I don't care what you say right now. I think that they can do it. The Giants did have a really good draft and really good offseason to
I'm not
turn
saying
it
they
around.
did, but it usually.
And I know
takes
what
more
you're going to
than
say.
1
You're going
year.
to say, "Oh, but they need time to mold and
exactly.
chemistry, all that, yada yada
Exactly.
yada." I know. That's exactly where you're going to go.
Yeah.
I don't care. I think
Rome wasn't built in a day, sir.
but you can't deny the talent that's there, sir.
They have some talent, but as long as Danny Dimes is their quarterback, they're going nowhere.
You never know. You never know.
Oh, I know. I know everything.
No, you don't. You don't, my friend. All right, I see 7 wins, not freaking 3. That's absurd.
7? That's it? Only 7?
What are you thinking?
I had
Don't say 10.
Jaguars.
Don't say 10.
I had 10.
Oh my god.
With losing to the Lions, I might add, because I had Jaguars. I had us beating the Eagles because it was at
Oh my
home.
god. Thank
Losing.
you, Brayden. God, you're the man. Go ahead, continue.
So I had beating Jacksonville. I had losing to the Lions. I had beating the Eagles, losing to the Cowboys. Don't remember. I think losing to the Titans, but I had the Bears. I had us beating the
Titans?
Colts. No, I had us losing to the Titans.
Losing to the Titans?
Yeah. So we're beating the Titans? Okay, beating the Titans then. All right.
No. This is your prediction. If you think they're going to lose the Titans, they're going to lose the
So
Titans.
Jaguars, Eagles.
No.
Bears.
Take that back. You can't take that because you're just going to try and convince yourself 10 wins. Take that back.
I did. I'm only at 3. Jaguars, Eagles, and Bears.
Okay.
I think we can beat the Colts, the Vikings.
Oh my gosh, this guy's mad.
Why the Vikings are changing their
You could
defensive
beat the
system and have a
Colts?
new Colt? Why can't we
You
beat
could
the
beat
Colts?
the Colts
If our defense is as good as you think it is, why can't we beat the Colts?
because the Colts are way better than. No, I'm sorry, I'm not giving you that. All right, so
I have us losing to the Eagles, beating the Texans, beating the Falcons, beating the Giants twice, and beating the Browns. That's 10.
not the Niners.
I think we can, but I'm not confident enough to call it.
If you think that they could beat the Colts, you don't think they could beat the Niners. Brayden,
But it's in
Brayden,
it's in
Brayden,
the 40,
please,
but it's
give me
at
your
the
opinion on
49ers.
this, man. This is
Over unders is 8, 8.5, and 7.5. So I have 1.5 more than that, and I'm crazy.
yes. That's a lot. That's almost 2 games.
You're telling me it's more possible for the Lions to win 10 games than my team? You're crazy.
I never said that. You did, sir. I said that they would possibly. There's a chance, but I think they go.
And they're the
7-8.
Commanders. They're not the commies. Get out of here.
He put commies.
When we go 14-3 and make it to the Super Bowl, I'm going to be a big fat I told you so.
Hold on. You can't just go from 10 to 14, bro.
Oh, that's the Homer me talking now.
You can't just go from.
That's Homer me
All right,
talking.
here we
We're
go.
going
Here it
15-2.
is. I'm gonna have to drive Mark to rehab because he's. Thank you, thank you, Brayden. That is it. Look, there's no way. Jesus, the Colts. And you know what? Where is that game? Where is this?
It's
Colts
in
game?
Indy. And guess
You
where I'm
better
gonna be?
go to that game.
I'm going to be in Indy.
You better go to that game, and you better be in I don't care what it is, nosebleeds. I don't care. And when Washington loses that game, you're gonna have to record or call me there, FaceTime me or something. No, I'm serious. This is going to happen because it's going to be on Sunday.
There's going to be a spike
And-
bet right here. Colts and Washington. Let's do it.
I will spike bet you this. I will spike bet you that the Colts will not lose. They will win against the Commanders.
Oh, I thought you were saying they will not lose. I'm like, they're going 17-0. Good Lord, they're not that good.
No, the Colts aren't going to lose to the Commanders, and you think they are. All right. Is this a spike bet? Is this a real spike bet right now?
Let's do it. Spike bet.
All right. Spike bet it is. It's a spike bet. Where's my freaking notebook? It's a spike bet.
It'll
if
be
you're watching this wherever you're at.
It'll be like 8
we
to
also have
11
a
in the
show on
morning for me.
Sundays.
So
What?
So it'll be like 11 in the morning for me. So
Well, whatever. Nobody cares. Where's my notebook? So if you're not familiar with the spike bet, I lost my notebook. That's not good. That's not good. I have
or is it great?
no, because I have Tommy, what's his face? I know it's Tommy. I just can't remember his last name. It's somewhere here. It's somewhere here. All right. I'll write it down on this little piece of paper. Find that notebook. I think I have it downstairs. Because I have a jersey bet with Tommy. He think Aziz is gonna get 10 freaking sacks. You guys are.
Oh
crazy.
yeah,
All right.
that's right. I remember that.
Yeah. All right. Look, we're at a, you know.
Oh
I
no!
will write this as. So
That's
Sunday.
what Brady just said. He goes, "Can we get a spike bet for the Bears and Washington game with Brian and Mark?"
That's between them. That's between them. They're gonna have to settle that one, not me. I'm not speaking for Brian, but I wouldn't surprise if he's down for that. Here's the thing: if Mark could ever show up on a Sunday morning,
That's true
that
because
would-
he did their schedule breakdown and he said it was an easy win for the Bears.
look. For those who are viewing, I apologize for my coworkers here at the Nerd Huddle. Sometimes they do a little extra, and sometimes they come on this show, and they are straight homers, beyond, above and beyond. So yes, I apologize ahead of time because as we have another 2 months of off season. But look, here it is. Sunday at Indy, I'm gonna have a spike bet with Mark. If who wins that game, and again, as I was saying, if you're not familiar with what these spike bets are, during the season it goes crazy with the Nerd Huddle. Sunday mornings, from the get-go of the show. By the way, I have a twist this year. Okay, it's not just spike bets. We're gonna do a little bit more. I brought it up to Tank, and I have not told the crew yet.
Oh no!
Oh yes.
It's gonna be like horrible dares that we have to do.
No, it involves Santa hats and sombreros and small little Toy Story Woody hats. You got to wear them through the whole show.
Oh,
if you lose, on top of the spike bet.
exciting!
Yes. I found a good grip of them. I'm probably going to be mailing them out here pretty soon before the season. Everyone's going to get one, including Braden. If he shows up to Sundays, I would hope that whenever you guys go to Indy, you guys would have a better schedule. Especially since it's going to be 11 o'clock over there. I don't see why you're going to use the excuse.
Can't use the sleeping in excuse for that one. Huh?
Yeah, get that out of here. You better have a bike halfway up your ass for not to show up to a show. Look, it's going to happen. I don't think that the Colts are going to lose to the freaking Colts. Spike bets in. Sunday mornings we come together and we talk about whatever and whenever when it comes to the Bears. Those crazy guys come over there. That's our schedule. The Sunday mornings we come in. The Spoiler King guys come over. Panda Grizzly comes over. Well, it's more like just Grizzly. Panda, who knows where the hell that guy's at?
Yeah, where's the Panda been?
It's just the Grizzly show. It's no longer Panda. They should change it to Grizzly and the Koala Bear because I dubbed Tank as the Koala Bear. That's right. Isn't that what I put him at? I think so. Yeah.
Yes, Koala Bear.
The Panda's no longer there. It's grizzly and koala bear. But anyways, you should talk to him. I think you should come on this Sunday and talk to him and get that spike bet going. Anyways, I see 7 wins. That's it. I don't see anything else.
I like how I said 3 more wins than yours, and I'm crazy.
Yeah, that's 3 whole freaking weeks. That's a whole month, guy. That's 3 whole weeks.
3/4 of a month. That's not a whole month.
No. That's a lot of games. 3 games. 2 games matter if to get you in the playoffs. You're talking about 3 games?
I mean, you're acting like my schedule's hard. Schedule's easy.
All right, I'm done with you in the schedule. I'm done with you in the schedule.
Do you think I could beat the Vikings though? Was that not a problem?
The Vikings?
So what was the third game we had different then? Because obviously I swept the Giants. You had me losing to them.
You're splitting with the Giants.
Yeah, that's what I said. And then I'm losing to the Colts. So what's the other game that's different?
No, you said you're winning with the Colts.
So I said, that's what I meant. I'm beating the Colts. You had me losing to the Colts.
You also said that they're going to beat the Titans.
No, I said we're losing to the Titans.
No, not my bad. No. Hold on. No. That's not right. I thought we said we differentiated on the Titans. God damn. Am I really going to have to go on YouTube and rewind it?
No, I said I was losing to the Titans. And then you said, oh, you think you're going to lose to the Titans? And I was like, well, I guess we could beat them. And then you're like, no, don't go back now. So then I was like, okay, I'm losing to the Titans.
Okay.
Did you have Dallas sweeping me? No, you had split, right?
No, I think I had Dallas sweeping you.
Oh, that was the third game then, because I have split of Dallas.
Okay. We're done with the schedule. We're done. Because this
sorry,
is
I'm not
where
a Dallas homer like you are.
What's up?
I'm sorry, I'm not a Dallas homer like you are.
I'm not a Dallas homer. I don't understand where you get this.
They're all
just
about
because
Dallas
I have 2 guys on my dynasty squad.
Dak and Mika. And
that doesn't make me a Dallas homer.
Trying to get CeeDee Lamb for me.
I just for the stack, but then now I'm like, well, there's no point now because my receiver depth is in shambles right now. I have 2, maybe 3.
Now we got to get Braden to rehab if he thinks this is happening.
Oh gosh, what do you say? Eagles are sweeping you, and
by the time we play him in the second game,
no, Braden,
AJ Brown will be hurt.
That's possible. Eagles are sweeping you and losing to the Vikings. That's possible. We don't know. Okay, if the freaking Commanders can actually do what they were supposed to do last season on defense, and now with Wentz there, that team is a lot better than last season. Supposedly. We'll see. But I'm not exactly too sure on that. So we'll see what happens. But other than that, though, man, before I end it, again, if you haven't seen this show before and you're tuning in, we have an 18-man guillotine league on Sleeper. Sleeper is a format that we use, and I think it's honestly one of the best in the league in the free industry, I guess. Sleeper, second to MFL in my opinion. It's an 18-man IDP guillotine redraft league. If you're not familiar with IDP, it's okay. IDP is basically your linebackers, DBs, and your defensive line. I have not set the points for that yet. I'm waiting till it gets full, but I will. Again, your sacks and your tackles and your interception yards, all that count towards points. Easily 1 sack, a fumble recovery, and a touchdown from a single defensive lineman can probably easily get you the week, because that's like 20, almost 30 points right there, depending on what kind of yardage. But we'll see. I'm still waiting for that to happen. I'm still waiting for a defensive lineman to sack a QB, force the fumble, pick up the fumble, and then run it 15 yards and get the touchdown. You know how many points that would be? Easy 30. Like a lot. So, yeah.
I'm just waiting to be facing someone and have their QB going up against my defender and my guy picking him off for a pick six. It's like a 12-point swing.
It is. It is. Because not only do they get the interception,
And
they
the
lose
touchdown.
points for the touchdown back.
And their quarterback loses the touchdown points.
Oh God, yes. And if you're watching, join. It's free.
Oh, thanks, Brady.
You got nothing to lose.
Nice shout out.
Thank you, Brady. See, this is why he's our third guy, and this is why he's the guy in the. If only I can make that meme. The graphic for that is too large to put onto the show. But if I could, I would put the little Spider-Man meme in the chair. Braden, but I'm sorry, man.
Superimpose Braden's face on Ned. I'm the guy in the chair.
Yeah, that okay, because that would make the image even larger. But no, he will be here Wednesday night. It's the only night he could probably show up because of work. The guy is super busy. We owe him the logo to basically the entire Nerd Huddle. That's what he does. He does designs and stuff. He's a busy guy. So thank you, Braden. Anyways, that's it for the Commanders. I'm glad they have a team. How do you feel about the whole team name? We never really. I know we did it when it first came out, but now that's been a couple months. Is it sunk in a little bit?
It
Do
has.
you think people's accepting it now, or do people still hate it?
I think it'll still take a few years before it's not a real like controversy or thing anymore.
Okay.
Personally, though, I would have preferred to stay Washington football team. Just add a stripe and then a W on the helmet, then Washington football team. I think that would have been cool.
Yeah, just feel like it's boring. I don't know. It's just a team.
Well, Joe Burrow doesn't agree with you.
It's just a team.
He liked Washington football team too.
Well, I don't care about Joe Burrow. I really don't. He's a Bengal, and I don't have him anywhere. And I don't think I'll ever try and buy him anywhere. He's too expensive.
Yeah.
Freaking. He's
Learn
like
that.
probably worth like 3 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks. I don't know.
Don't make Steven's head any bigger than it is. He already tried to get like 30 first-round picks from me and Braden, okay?
He doesn't watch our shows. Who cares? All right, that's it. Washington Commanders. Thank you, Mark, for giving your insight and making these crazy accusations as you always do. I love it. Anyways, tomorrow we are doing not a team. We are doing our rookies.
Second round.
Second round, last 10 picks, right?
Last 12.
Last 12 picks. Maybe Brian joins us. And maybe you guys can, if you want to do a spike bet then. I don't know. I will not bring it up.
We'll discuss.
I will not bring it up. I'll let you do that.
I mean, I have way more confidence in beating the Bears than I do the Colts.
That I agree with you. That I do agree with you, my friend. But anyways, that's it. Tomorrow at 6. Actually, let's try and go 5:30. Braden, is that okay with you?
That's what we did last time, I think.
What's up?
That's what we did last week.
Yeah. 5:30 Mountain Standard Time, Wednesday night. So East Coast would be like 7 or 8 o'clock, depending on where you're at. So, yeah.
7:30.
Yeah, and we'll talk about the rookies implementing into the
Or
teams,
8:30,
which we get into little
8:30.
sidetracks and talk a little bit about the team, but not so much in depth, as much as we're doing today as what you did for the Washington Commanders. So, good morning, good evening, good night, wherever the hell you're at. This is the Dynasty Pylon talking about the Washington Commanders, and we will see you tomorrow night talking about round 2, end of the draft, and he said sure. All right, awesome. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you tomorrow.
Getting hype when I aim up, elevating that game up, stepping up to the competition. Only first place, yeah, that's how I'm living. I'm winning till they digging up my grave. Eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up in the place. I was born and when I watched the other face. Now watch me elevate.